Hold up. Every day I wake up.
Wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
She's in season 3 of Reasonable Doubt, which starts right on September 18th, so it's out right now. Brandee Evans, welcome.
Thank y'all.
Good morning,
Thank y'all
babe.
for having me. Hey, friend.
How are you feeling?
Good morning,
I'm
Brandee.
amazing. I'm in New York, girl. I love New York.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, I do. I like literally now. I'm trying to figure out how I can be like in the LA coast and in the West, in the East Coast. So
And you're from Memphis.
I am.
Born and raised.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And so you like New York?
I do. I feel like, New York people keep it real. And
Okay.
I feel like sometimes, I love you, LA, but sometimes y'all be a little sensitive. So I think that's what I like about New York.
That's what's up.
I think New York kind of keep it fake real.
Fake real.
Yeah, because
What you mean?
they lie to each other.
Really?
Yeah, they do. They lie
Y'all
to
lying
each
out
other.
here?
Yeah, they do.
He from New York.
They do.
Okay.
He
They
from
do.
South
Where you
Carolina.
from?
South Carolina.
Oh, you Southern like me.
You already know.
So what does that mean? And you trying to figure out folks out here?
No, I've been figuring them out.
And they lying. and they lying. He said they lying.
They lying. Yeah, I've been figuring them out a long time ago.
That's not true.
Long time ago.
What part of New York you
Welcome.
from?
I'm from Queens.
Okay. We were just talking about going to Queens. Okay.
Ask him if you ever been to a Diddy party.
What?
Ask him. Just ask him. And he going to lie and say no. Ask him.
I've not been to no
You
damn.
see what I'm saying? But he was a Ciroc boy.
He was waiting for her to ask
You know?
too. Yo,
I've not been to no
Yeah,
Diddy
okay.
party.
Okay.
And if I have, it was way early.
You see what I'm
It
saying?
was
Was you not? You see what
I no judgment. I used to dance for Diddy. So I
take that.
she was a dancer.
I assisted Loren Gibson and all
See
that.
that?
So I never saw
That's
the
what
things
she
that
asked.
people saw.
But see, you missed
So,
the
yeah.
lie because the lie was so good. First he said, I ain't never been to no Diddy party. And if I did, it was way, way, way back in the day.
I was joking. I was joking. I've never been to no damn Diddy party. You ever seen me at a Diddy party?
I ain't never been to one.
Oh.
She didn't say. She been. She said she was. I was dancing background. I went home, took in my mama.
Right.
Got off the stage, went home.
There you go. So how you feeling first and foremost? How you
I
feeling?
feel good. I feel amazing. It's Caregiver Appreciation Month. Speaking of taking care of my mama. So this is my respite break too. Just being out here in New York, doing what I want to do, seeing some art, enjoying some cold weather because I feel like we don't really get that in LA. So yeah.
So what's all the caregivers out there, man? Break down what exactly do caregivers do? Because it's such a unappreciated service that they provide.
That's a good question. Everything. Care. Like for me, my mom, Diana Harrington, she has multiple sclerosis, she has Alzheimer's, and she's paraplegic. So basically it's like having my newborn with me at all times. And it just depends on what you're dealing with. It could be from feedings, the doctor's appointments, emotional support, just sitting with them, taking them out. You just never know. But caregivers need love and check on us too, because we ain't all right all the time.
That's right. And people, I'm sure, I don't know if you're through the system, but people can get paid for that.
Not everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that. New York is a blessing. LA is a blessing. I think I heard Florida has a little bit, but everywhere else has been frustrating. That's why I had to move Mama from Memphis.
Wow.
So, and then I moved her to Atlanta season 1 when I was filming P Valley and had to move her back because I lost all my benefits. So we just did Care Fest out here, and that's what we were talking about, getting the care, because people aren't doing that. And all of us are either going to be caregivers for somebody or somebody's going to care for us.
That's right.
At one time in our lives. So I don't know what's up with the government with
So
that.
who does care for you then? Because you've been doing this for a long time. You take
You're
care
not gonna
of
make
your
me cry,
mother,
Jess.
friend. No, I don't want you to cry, but I've
yeah.
watched your journey just over the years, even before I met you. And you are like, your mom is your baby.
That's my baby.
Okay? In between roles. And I even shot a project with you.
Yep.
And on a break, you on the phone, mama, making sure everybody is in place while you're doing the things that you have to do to
Right.
keep making the money.
Right.
And then as soon as you finish shooting, you with your mom. You wake up, you go back on set.
That's right, because during Pretty Stoned, I had Mama in the hospital. So I was on the phone with doctors and they were like, cut. And I was like, hold. And the doctor stayed while I did a scene on the phone and came back. So yeah.
Rehearsing lines and remembering a script and everything like that. So,
My friends and family. I will say more so my friends. No knock to my family, but my friends are the ones that are out there with me. People like Ivari, who's with me here, when I was filming season 1 of P Valley, had a caregiver walk out. And I checked the live camera stream. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on in Mama's room? He had connected all of my friends together, and they took turns taking care of my mother while I filmed because the caregiver walked out. So my friends are my ride or dies. Yeah. Sasha, my bestie Sasha. Sasha's at the house with Mama now. Like I just have a good village, good chosen family, which is a blessing.
Would you ever put a lot of people talk about putting their moms or parents in a home. Would you do that? And why
So
wouldn't
glad
you,
you
or why
said
would
that.
you?
Actually, I promised my mom I never would, and she did go in one. So that's my story. On her birthday in 2014, she had a fall. I was dancing background for Lettucey at the time. My little brother called me. He was like, Mama fell. She has to be in a rehabilitation center. And I'm like, the one promise I made to Mama, which was never put her in a nurse home, she had to be in it, but never again. So that's when I fought for my life, started teaching dance classes all over the country and asking every celeb I knew, like, I don't need your money, but just a repost is a blessing. Yeah. And we raised $14,000 in 4 days, and I got my mama out of that nursing home. Wow. And that was December 21st. It'll be 9 years I've had her since that day.
The reason I ask is, sometimes parents will say, you know what, I don't want to be a problem with your family. Right. Like, I don't want to, mess up what you have. So put me in a home so that way there is help. And then there's some people that say, you know what, I'll never put my mom in a home. But having that care 24/7, I mean, I'm sure it's almost impossible, right?
And it's $9,000 a month, right? To be exact.
So my wife's mother had dementia and Alzheimer's, and we had a full day. Right. And if we didn't have a nanny helping, it would be almost impossible. Yeah. Because, there's been times when she done walked out the house and just kept walking. There was times where, she didn't know where the toilet was. So, it's like having a newborn at times. Yeah. There's been times when, there's so much going on. So how do you deal with that 24/7 and still work and still take care of yourself?
God, because at this point, it's just got to be all God. Because I'm so exhausted in New York. This is the first time I don't have the baby monitor by my ear. And so when you hear that cough, you don't know, just like with your baby, are you choking or are you coughing? So then you're getting up, running to the room, trying to have that rest. It is exhausting. It is very exhausting. But I also don't knock people that have to do that because everybody's situation is different. I think that if you have to put them there, you got to stay on top of them. I was stalking the home. Like, I was showing up, I was popping up. At one point, they was like, we feel like you watching us. I am.
Damn right.
Yeah,
I am.
My mom.
Because it's my mom. And that with where she was, my mom probably wouldn't be alive right now if I wouldn't have gotten her. One time I popped up and Mama was like laid over with a fever and I had to break her fever. By the way, you can break her fever with alcohol. Just rub it on the baby's back. Mama taught me that when I was a little girl, rubbing alcohol on the back. But yeah, I honestly don't know. I'm still I'm working through it with therapy and just trying to find my peace and taking more vacations and things for myself too. And that's hard too, because now Mama had a meltdown about me coming to New York. Because she's like, why are you leaving me? And I can, with kids, I know y'all overstand. You don't want to leave the babies, but we got to work. We got to have some time for us because I can't pour from the empty cup.
I love this conversation so much because years ago, God bless the dead, Andre Harrell called me and had a whole conversation about this exactly and introduced me to the world of caregivers and introduced me to a woman named Gina Lisa Montecero, and she's the founder of the Medicaid Advisory Group, and they're a consulting company who assists elders and family caregivers.
That's amazing.
And so, she helped my family with some stuff, and she's helped a lot of my friends. I think it's just something that people don't know about.
Yeah, and we don't think about it until we have to be in that situation.
That's right.
Because I never thought about it, and then I realized, this Medicare, Medicaid, all the different things, like, it's hard. And if you don't have it, you can't get your supplies, you can't pay. And paying for these supplies at the house is very expensive if you don't have that help. So.
And that's what Gina Lisa does. She helps you just navigate the healthcare system because it's complex.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they don't want us to know about it.
At all.
They definitely don't want us to know about it. So, yeah.
And so you said therapy. So you are currently...
Yes. I got to find a new therapist, though. The last one I had, I'm like, it's been a minute and she ain't really answered that phone. So I need to find me.
Yeah.
But then it's finding the right people and then trusting people, too. Because I'm like... It's like, I don't really want you to talk about what I do. I just want to be Brandee. I don't want to be the actor. I just want to be Brandee, the caregiver, and just talk about things. Yeah. What about y'all? Is that hard for y'all to do when you go to therapy? Y'all go to therapy?
I'm on my second therapy.
See what I mean? We got
to
trying to find that right fit. It's like dating.
Yeah, I haven't. I hear that it's like dating. I haven't started therapy yet. I would like to, but I haven't started yet. But I hear that a lot in people. Like my son's father, he's like, yo, I just can't find the right person.
The right one.
You know what I mean? And then he also battles with trusting. Like, yo, how can this person tell me anything? How can he fix me if he never been through what I've been through, if they don't look like me? Or, so he's battling, like trying to find a black man to talk to.
Oh, I got a good one for him.
We need to share. We need to talk about that.
My first therapist, I wanted somebody that was completely opposite. So I actually was looking for like an Asian woman, but then I ended up with a white woman, and she was cool. But it is something about having a black male therapist who's culturally competent.
Yeah,
because you don't got to explain too much to him. You know what I mean? A lot of things he already understands.
Yeah. now.
But yours is gonna be kind of hard because he had to deal with you. So I need to.
You know what?
Excuse me.
I need somebody that's never mind.
I didn't mess Rome up. Rome messed me up.
Wow.
Like how I'm doing. I'm doing good.
Wow.
I'm very better now. Anyway.
Very better.
So definitely Parent in bookstores next year. Pre-order now.
Anyway, season 3 of Reasonable Doubt. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
What drew you to the character Monica?
Well, first of all, I wasn't drawn at all to the character Monica because she's a mess. But I was drawn to the show, total opposite.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to be on Reasonable Doubt. I've been watching the show. It was on my vision board. And I wanted to do something different than P-Valley. So, but then when Ramala called about the director session, I was like, oh my Lord, Monica. And I didn't find out till after I auditioned what was happening. They gave me the storyline and the arc of this, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be good, and they finna drag me in these internet streets. But that's when I knew it's gonna be worth it. And it's a great story, not a great, but an important story to tell because have y'all seen it yet? It's okay if you haven't.
No.
Okay. All right. So I'm playing an agent. And there's this child star named Ozzy Edwards. And just like most child stars, they growing up with, they got the money, the fame. But the gag is I'm his agent who's been molesting him since he was 13 years old, which is terrible. But a lot of times people let that pass with boys because they think, it's dope that there's an older woman trying to turn him on. Right. But it's not cool. So he kept it hidden. The secret comes out and it's a gag.
Are you okay?
Wow.
And I have 6 nephews.
You trying to be funny?
Are you
piece
okay?
of shit. Okay, that's why you can't share nothing with people. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
But that's exactly what I'm saying.
No, I'm asking.
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay.
He's in therapy. Are you?
No, but I didn't want to make sure he wasn't triggered because that's what happened to him. He
I
was
was 8.
molested by a older woman.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
But the reason he wanted it to stop, that's why it happened.
But Brandee, okay, so he
the
was a
reason
victim,
he wanted
but
it to stop is because she had a Jerry curl.
didn't
I didn't
like
like the
her
smell of her.
Jerry curl.
I didn't like the smell of her Jerry curl. That's what I told
Charlamagne.
myself.
So, yeah.
But I actually didn't like what she was doing to me.
Okay.
But I told myself it was the smell of her Jerry curl when I was 8.
Okay.
Yes, but
and you know what? Different things to cope. This young man on episode 9, the younger version of me says to him, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were gay," which is terrible. And that's what I feel like some women will do to young boys too, to try to push them off and make them feel like, that's why you won't be attracted to me.
She started calling me ugly.
Yeah, they do all types of stuff, and she was wrong, not you. So
well, you was talking about her Jerry curl.
But then when he got older,
men, just talk to your therapist, okay? It's never a safe space.
But then when he got older, it happened again. He would sit on laps. It was just the reoccurring cycle.
This is how much work it was to get a good Jerry curl back in the day. And you could say you like it. You would have been ugly to me too, boy. What? And I'm doing all this work. What?
Well, the finale dropped last week.
Okay.
And at the end, because his attorney, Jax, who is Emmy Otzi, she plays the star in the show.
Yes.
Well, she finds out what happened. She puts Monica on the stand, and it comes out to the family, everybody. And then at the end, Monica decides to go in and shoot the place up. So, yeah. And we don't know who she shot.
So what's the hardest emotional place you've ever had to go to for a role? Was it that?
Probably that. Absolutely. Wow. I got 6 nephews. And so just to think about my baby boys, like I'd be in jail or hell.
Did you think about not doing that part though because of it?
Absolutely not, because I think it's my job as an actor to tell the stories, even the ones that are difficult. And I've had fans that are like, I can't believe you would do that after Mercedes. We love Mercedes. Why would you come do this? Maybe it'll make you pay attention to your baby boy when they come home. Yeah. Maybe it'll make you ask different questions, or if you see him shifting. So that's why I always want to take on roles that tell important stories.
Yeah.
How you have those conversations afterwards?
We work out. I love working out. Going hiking. But honestly, I be with mama so much that I just have to just tap away from it. But yeah, just staying in touch with who I am. And step 12 of the actor handbook for me is let it go. So it's not real.
I was going to ask, so how are you with your nephews? Do you have different conversations with them now? Like, hey, let me talk to you for a second.
Oh, always, because I know DJ, because I know you listening. Yes, my nephews are cute too, so I've already had that situation with them, with older women, and I pick up the phone and call. I told one girl, I was like, I will find you and you will go to jail. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
So an older woman did try to holler at one of your nephews?
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. They do it all the time. I mean, so I'm not crazy. So seeing this, I also did my research on it, but I've also seen it. I'm the only girl. So I've seen how the women act. Your brother fine. He's married and he's younger, so yeah.
Do you look at people, do you look at people differently when you see like, so now the big thing in our community is you'll see like a 30-year-old dating an 18-year-old or a 40-year-old dating a 20-year-old. Do you look at people differently now because of that, because of the role you play?
No, I don't think so. As long as they are of age, I need them to be of age because as long as they grown, that's their business. I stay out of it. Yeah. But underage, I'm absolutely against that. Yeah. I'm snitching.
I think it's very important that you did bring up the fact that when it's like a double standard, it's like when it's a woman who is older going after a guy, a young guy, people tend to like leave that.
Yeah, it's okay. Like, you did that. That's you pulled her. It's not okay.
And the whole time you don't even know how the young person is thinking. These young men, their minds are not even like developed. They trying to be cool at the end of the day, and the whole time it's like, damn, I was really molested. That's inappropriate.
Yep. You wouldn't even make jokes about it if it was a woman.
No, that's a very good point. Yeah. That is a huge point. No one's making a joke about it when it's a woman. Why are we joking about it when it's men though? That's a wonderful question.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Don't try to act fake deep now.
Yo, no, chill. You make fun of it yourself. So it's how you cope. It's how you cope.
I'm really hurting on the inside.
You want a hug?
No, I'm just joking. Listen, Brandee, when you think about your evolution from dancer to actress, what part of your past shows up the most in your acting today?
I think as a dancer, we learn how to take direction, and we learn how to take direction quick because you ain't got time for that. If you were Lorianne Gibson and she said, I need you to point that toe and get to the end of the stage by the next 8 count, you're going to figure it out. So I feel like I took that, especially with P-Valley, because we had to do dancing and things of that sort. I was able to take that direction. So I think directors enjoy that. And I've always heard that dancers are the best actors because they can take direction easily. And we have thick skin. So you literally could yell at me and be like, that sucks. I'm be like, for real though? What you need now on the next take to make it not suck? Like it's real hard for me to get in my feelings about that.
How was your auditions for P-Valley?
Child, Avari over there, my friend, he helped me choreograph it. So I was already teaching dance classes, but I did a slow routine because I felt like everybody, the first routine, I did a chair routine, and it's actually on the internet. If y'all Google Brandee Evans Valentine's Day Neo Hip Hop and Heels, and I did the slow routine, and they were like, "Where you come from?" Because I couldn't get an audition. They told me that I didn't fit any of the roles that they were currently casting for P-Valley.
They said, see nobody else playing with
right. They said we don't fit any, and I found out on Valentine's Day 2018. So my agent was like, I was like, yeah, it's a show. My friend just called me about it. Have you heard about it? She's like, yeah, we already tried. They said no. So then a couple months went past. My homegirl sends me the script. She was like, my sister auditioning for this, and I really think it should be you. So I was like, oh, that little stripper show. That's how I had an attitude at that point. I was like, they don't want me. And so she was like, just read the script. And so then I took pictures. I'm a PK, preacher's kid. Took pictures of me being a PK. Mercedes is a PK. Took pictures of me teaching Miss Tina how to dance at the hip BET experience. Took pictures of me and my daddy at church, like whatever you needed. Then I got the audition, did the chair routine. When there was no one even in the room to see me. When I tell you they could care less that I came in that audition at first.
Oh, wow.
I just had the reader in there, and I remember her looking from the side. She was like, where you from? I was like, Memphis. She was like, where you been? I said, waiting on y'all to call me in. And so then I got the call back, and I called Ivari. I was like, listen, we got to up the ante now. And so I had read the script that said that it was 6-inch heels was in the pilot script. So I said, I'm going to do the routine in 6-inch heels. And so by the time we finished that routine, I was doing front handsprings in 6-inch heels.
Wow.
I worked with my acting coach, Raquel Gardner, to make sure I was locked in, and the rest is history.
Look at God.
This is great for me being a dad, right? I have four daughters, two sons. My 2 girls dance, right? And it's a lot of money. Them
yes,
dances.
it is.
It's a lot of money, and they dance. I mean, they get out of school at 3:00. They dance from 4 to 8, 6 days a week. Competitions, we fly all over the place. But I always just like, well, what's the end goal?
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Because you spend so much money, and I like it because it keeps them away from boys. It keeps them out off the phone, off the internet, or out the malls. But I always like, well, what is the end?
Well, game? I paid. A school was paid for, so I got a full scholarship at the University of Memphis, and they can get the scholarship there. They can get scholarships if they don't want to go to college. They just want to go and train. Alvin Ailey. Different things. So there is an end goal. Katy Perry, I toured the world with her.
Yep.
So, and then I became a choreographer. So all of that is very important. They're going to need that on their resume. So there's an end goal. It paid mama's medical bills. It might be paying yours one day. You never know.
How did you feel? Because when they do dance, and they just don't do hip hop, they do they do tap, they do ballet, they do everything, acro, you name it. They really into it. But how does it feel? Because there's not too many of us out there. Like when we go to these competitions and we go to these.
Oh yeah, I was the only black girl.
They're the only black girls. Yeah. It's good because they're recognizable. As soon as they see me, they be like, "Oh, that's your kids." But how did that affect you mentally?
I think because I went to a performing arts school where we were very diverse, but like on Memphis Elite. I was many times I was one or two black girls when I was the only black girl on scholarship my freshman year at the University of Memphis. And back then it was just known that it was going to only be one. And I remember I was fighting for that one scholarship. I was like, how many black girls? One. But I really didn't think anything of it. I think because my dad kept me in such diverse schooling. Are they at a diverse school?
Yes.
I think that that's the world, though. I feel like a lot of times we may be the only one. So for me, I felt like it's been a blessing for me because some of my friends are actually unable to navigate that diversity and like, it's only one of us. And I'm like, I ain't paid no attention to that because I've been around that my whole life. So I think that it's cool. They know how to navigate in those different worlds right now.
People talk about the physicality of P Valley all the time, but what's something mental about that role of Mercedes that people don't realize takes a toll?
Oh, that's a really good question. My back is still in the workman's comp, though, right now. But I think mentally, for me, let me just say, because I taught high school English, so then I jumped into that accent so hard back home that a lot of times my friend be like, "You, can you get out of Chuckalisa? Because what happened to your dialect?" So I feel like it shifted that, but mentally, we were filming so late at night. You almost felt like you were a part of that world so much. You're going to bed when the sun is up, and then you're going to work, and we're literally on set at 2-3 in the morning and then going to bed at 7 a.m. like you were really immersed in that world. So I think that this season you're going to see some things and you'll understand when you see it that it took a lot for me to get some of those things out of my head. Season 2 was tough because of my daughter and the abortion scene and all of that information. But my daughter passed away, so I had a stillbirth. And so she would have been the same age. Lyric would have been the same age as Azaria or Terica on P Valley. So that part, mentally for me was tough because I felt like Azaria was like my daughter in real life. So things like that, detaching from that at times.
So those scenes were emotional.
Those were the most emotional, but they were the most beautiful to me because it felt like I got my baby in a sense. It's like God gave me Azaria, who played Terica in that same age. So it was like I was able to have my baby girl.
In season 2 of P Valley, now that you say that, you were more. Your Mercedes definitely was more emotional, and it was a lot more scenes where the viewers were crying too. It was
all the stakes at hand of trying to save her baby, and that was the whole thing, just trying to make life better for herself and her child.
And then her mother, Mercedes' mom,
that
relationship was very tumultuous. So,
and that was my real life a little bit, not like that. And she wasn't Patrice Woodbine,
right?
But me and my mom had a tumultuous relationship, so I was able to.
Or dancing?
And what was that?
I'm saying over because
no, just in life. No, not just in life. I think it was just that mother-daughter dynamic sometimes that could just be like that. But when I start caring for her, that had to shift because you got to forgive. Wow. But I was able to use P Valley season 1 to get out everything I'd never say to my mama in real life. Oh, I get to say what now? Okay. So just healing through P Valley. I feel like that was a very healing journey.
That is a great segue because I was going to ask, did playing that dynamic change how you see generational trauma?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was just talking to someone about that. Certain things, is it necessary to get that whooping? Is it necessary to beat them? Can you actually talk to them and tell them what's going on? Can we communicate better? So I do think playing those different roles, you don't have to yell and scream and belittle. Because the same person that you're belittling is the same person you want to come to you and trust. That they can tell you their deep secrets. Come to me. We don't want to. We scared. So that to me made me pay attention to, what, if I'm blessed to be able to be a parent, I would parent so differently. But I also the older I get, I also know we all do the best we can. Because I feel like all of us, you know, our kids could probably say the same thing. Like, well, you did this, you did that. You're doing the best you can. Yeah. And the older you get, you start realizing, you know what? Mama really did the best she could.
Yeah. But I do realize as a parent, every child challenges you differently.
Absolutely.
Like, you think you're going to parent all of them the same.
You can't?
No. No. I mean, there's a core foundation of love, right? You know you love them, but no, they all will challenge you in different ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you challenge your mother?
I don't know. Mama would swing on me so quick. I don't know that I got that challenge. I might have tried to challenge one time and never again. I still to this day, but I also love that healthy respect. Yeah. Because to this day, I don't care if she in that wheelchair. I'm not finna go talking crazy to her at all. That's my mama. And I feel like you only give one, you respect your parents. Yeah. So
how does she feel about your success? Have you ever just sat down and just talked to her about it? How does she?
I'm not gonna cry. Yeah. I don't know that she knows. Yeah. The Alzheimer's of it all. I don't know that she knows. Almost every day I'm reminding her of who I am.
Yeah. Does she remember you? I was going to ask that.
At days, yes. Sometimes she doesn't, and I go and hide in the closet, and that's the biggest acting job I've ever done. I'll go put myself on speakerphone, and I'll go call her daughter, Brandee. And then I'll hide in the room and talk to her, and I'll come back, and it's like almost like the Notebook sometimes. Like she remembers sometimes she doesn't. I'll say, you know, where do we live? She'll say Memphis because she remembers Memphis. But then I'll point to myself on the screen, and like she saw Reasonable Doubt and had an attitude. She was so upset. I was like, Mama, it's not real. I really did not touch that boy. But then then I'll come back, and then she'll be like, I'll be like, that's me. And she was like, really? You know, so it's just... I've learned to not make them confused more by it and just be like, yeah, you know what, it's okay. It's okay.
That was one of the toughest things I ever seen my wife deal with. We were actually on a plane. We were coming back from overseas, Dubai, and we were in first class, and she got up and she was trying to go downstairs because she said she had to go to work. And they're like, go to work? There's no work. So she woke up and was like, no, Mom, this, that, and the other. And she did not know who her daughter was. And my wife started crying because she was like, how does my mom not know who she was? But then when I got up, she knew who I was.
It's
and it was
crazy.
the weirdest. It was the weirdest thing. Like she knew me. Hey, Rashawn, I'm just trying to go to work. And I'm like, no, Mama, we're in a plane. But she didn't know who her mom was. But when we landed, she did. But it was just it hurt so much because she's like, this is my mother. I'm her caregiver. I'm the one that makes her take her medicine and washes her
and we're in public. We're on a plane.
Yes,
you know, it's very.
My mom asked me for her car keys the other day. I just went and laid them on her lap. Like you just gotta. At this point, we just smile and play the game. I said, "Where are you going?" She's talking about to drive to Turl. She's from Turl, Arkansas. I was like, "Okay, then." I was like, "Well, it's a little late right now, but I'm gonna put the keys right here. I'm gonna go to bed." You know, like I've learned to play with it, but then I go back in that room and cry. You know, because I try not to cry in front of her, but it is the hardest thing ever. It's like, Mama don't remember me. When she asked me that time, like, what's your mama name you? And I was like, Brandee. She's like, oh, me too. And I was like, oh my gosh, she doesn't know it's me.
That's a question. What if you'd have went to sleep and heard that car crank up?
Listen, I probably would have been happy. I would have been happy. I'd be like, girl, get in the passenger seat though. But yes, and I dream about that. Does your wife dream about that? Does she dream about? Oh, I dream about her walking.
Well, she walked and she did. You know, there was a couple times. Like I remember one time she walked out the house and my daughter was watching her. My daughter was young at the time, 16. And she said, Grandma, and you know, she walked out, my daughter, Grandma, where you going? And so, you know, Grandma said, get off me.
Yeah.
She was like, no. So Grandma slapped her. Yeah. Right? And she's like, where are you going? She was like, I'm going home. Like, Grandma, you can't go home. There's bears out there. She was like, well, pray for the bears. I ain't worried about no damn bears.
Listen. Oh, baby, they don't like for you to correct them now.
They don't like to correct me. That was one. And another thing that we used to have to watch what she watches on television. Yeah. Because her favorite show was Judge Judy and Maury. Love that. But what happened at night, you know where we like feed the dogs and feed that? She would cry every day because she would see that and think she had to give to the dying dogs and dying cats and dying kids in Africa with the flies. Like that would affect her. Like she would be bawling.
Yes. I'm so glad you said that because I tell my caregivers that I said we keep it light in here. We don't watch the news in the house. No. We don't turn on. I was like, if there's a movie and you see something sad, if you about to cry, turn it. Like, because I don't want her crying. So we are very clear. We watching Martin. Yeah. We watching Girlfriends. you know what I mean? Like we're watching joyous things and things that make you smile for sure. That's so important.
I love that. And you actually document a lot of that too. That's
Yes.
a girl. You talking about you crying. You be having the viewers crying. Your fans and followers.
They love my mama more than they love me. I'm like, I'll post something. I'll be like, yeah, watch my new show. They don't be saying nothing. I look up, I posted mama 2 million followers. I'm like 2 million likes. I'm like, God dog, mama. But thank y'all for loving my mama.
How does the experience of being a caregiver for your mother sharpen your emotional strength as a performer?
I think patience, that's a good question. Emotional strength. I just feel like if I can make it through caregiving, I can make it through anything. Because most times I will jump on a carpet and you don't know if I've just left the emergency room or I'm trying to manage a UTI or trying to set up scheduling. You know, just yesterday walking down the street in New York and I'm like, what? I'm like, Lord, I just want one day where I don't have to manage it, but then I have to check myself because I'm like, there's going to be one day where you wake up and wish that you could be stressed out. But I just tell myself, if I can handle all this, like I don't know what it's like to study lines and not have mom in the other room. So the blessing is, okay, so you've done this well, caregiving, what will happen later on in life? I don't know. Because my whole career has been while caregiving for mama. Season 1, I had her with me. So when we would wrap the show, I know my castmates were probably like, dang, she'll never want to go nowhere with us. I was with mama. Busy. And I was embarrassed to tell them what was going on with mama. But Ivari knows that all my furniture got broke when I came to Atlanta, and I was hiding that I was sleeping on the floor the whole first half season of P-Valley. Only my best friends knew that.
Wow.
Because I didn't want the network to find out and think that I couldn't handle it. So a lot of times I do hide what's really going on.
It's so interesting. I mean, it's got to be like, it makes you think like, what is your purpose, right? Because that's an act of service in a way. Right. But then it could also feel like your purpose, because I feel like what you're doing, documenting it and telling people is going to help so many other people. But then you're also an actress, so it's like, what is Brandee Evans' purpose?
I think I'm still trying to figure that out. That's what I'm still trying to figure out. I know that I love acting, but I love my mother more. Yeah. And so she's gonna always say I'm a caregiver first and then I'm an actor. But then I was crying to my friend Sasha the other day. I was like, so if mama passes, what do I have? Like, though, that's just being authentic right now. Like, what do I have? I keep saying I'm hustling for mama. What about me? Yeah. Right. So I don't even know what that is right now, because all I can see is, where is this next job, because I got to feed my mama and I got to take care of her. I mean, when I auditioned for P-Valley, mama was on a camera in my phone because I couldn't afford a caregiver. So I woke up early, I fed her, and I put the phone in my purse, rushed to Wilshire to audition. Yeah. Was like, Mom, I'm on the way back, rush back. Like, I don't know what it's like to just live and be in the career.
So what makes Brandee happy? Like, what do you do? Do you ever go out to dinner?
Yes, I'm by myself a lot.
I love like you know.
Yeah,
do you
I
have
love
time?
a good dinner. Yeah, I'll find the time, because the caregiver is like, I'm like, y'all, please, can y'all just stay? And some nights I'm like, they're like, well, you back home? I'm like, can you spend the night so I can just sleep through the night? Yeah, because I'm not gonna sleep. But I love to watch movies. I love to go to a movie. I love to go to Runyon Canyon and just hike. I love to sit at the beach and just hear the water. So, and ride my bike. But just moments that I can just hear myself, because I feel like I'm always listening for my mother. Yeah. Wow. In every way. Yeah.
How did faith guide you during like moments when acting roles weren't coming in maybe as fast as you hoped?
Everything, because I didn't get my first acting role until I got mama. But that was my prayer. Like, God, please bless me to be able to take care of my mother and have the job. Now I need to be a little bit more specific. Lord, please let it be able to be smoother. Yeah. So I'm able to have the jobs to take care of her now, but it's so stressful. Like, sometimes it's not fun. Because it's like, everybody's like, look what you're doing. I'm like, but you don't know that by the time I go back, like when I get off of this, I got to go FaceTime, make sure, do y'all have all the groceries y'all need in LA? Do y'all have this? So I'm praying for a moment of peace, to truly know that I can go away and mama will be okay, and that I don't have to micromanage everybody. But God is everything to me. Everything.
Of course.
Now, I know P-Valley's coming back, but why did it take so damn long?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's coming back, and baby, it is so good. We wrapped up on it last season. Really? Yes, or last year rather. We shot last season. We finished in, was it November maybe? or October of last year.
Oh, 2024?
And they just been sitting on it when it's coming out.
You know what? I won't say they're sitting on it. I think they're just perfecting it even more.
Okay.
You know, our showrunner, Katori Hall, is very specific, and that's the reason y'all love it so much is because she pays attention to those details. She makes sure that everything's perfect. I mean, even our closed caption, we want to make sure it's right so y'all know what we're saying. So she just posted a couple months ago that post-production is done. So I think we're just waiting to get the word. But I'm waiting like y'all because it's a good one. It's a good one.
So you're happy with what the next chapter of Mercedes?
Oh, I'm so happy with the next chapter of Mercedes. Like, it's beyond my wildest imagination. It's gonna be crazy, and y'all gonna lose it too.
And the show couldn't have been casted any better. Like everybody's
so good, right?
Role so great. Yes. I know I tried out, but I couldn't speak to
you
chocolate girl. Yeah.
Who?
One of them down there.
One of them down there.
Girl, yeah. I think that I auditioned for. Oh my God, is she played on the girl who got the role that I auditioned for? She kills it too. She played the crackhead on Snowfall. She was great.
Oh, Gail. Roulette. Oh,
that's
I
my
love
girl.
Gail.
Yes, I auditioned for Roulette. And girl, I couldn't get the Chuckalisa accent down. I couldn't delete the Baltimore. Yeah, it was too much Baltimore. I was like, damn, for real? I couldn't. And then they wanted me to do some dances. Now I wasn't flexible like you, Brandee. I couldn't pop it like that.
Gail killed it though. I love you, but yeah that was Gail's job.
No, I love it was. Listen, Gail ate it. I love her. She's a phenomenal actress as well. But yeah, it's perfectly casted. I can't wait. But I can't wait to see your role in Reasonable Doubt.
Yes, thank you. Yes, because I want you to see different. It's crazy. Like, I knew it was crazy. I went in a store yesterday and somebody was like, don't just be walking up in here after you shot somebody. I was like, wow. Crazy. Like, I will post a picture of my mom and they like, does she know you like to shoot people? I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, they going hard for Monica.
They ain't expect Brandee to be playing a character like this.
And you know, the finale, I took the wig off and I came out with the set it off braids and all the things. They was like, yo. Yeah. But yeah, don't break it down.
I just got two more questions. It's about Mercedes, but what's a lesson from real life Brandee that Mercedes desperately needs?
Ooh, that's a good question. A lesson from Mercedes is pretty dope. Maybe that even when things look like they aren't gonna go the way you want them, to keep going. Don't let it break you. Because I feel like at times you saw Mercedes break a little, but she always pick herself back up. But I think I've gotten better with, as of late, just being like, all right, it's going to have to work out. Because a lot of times we freak out first and then we circle back. I'm getting better. I ain't there yet, but I'm getting better with just being like, it just is what it is. It's going to work out.
Yeah.
So let's flip it. What's a lesson from Mercedes that real life Brandee needs?
That hustle. Oh, that's good. You know what? Don't be afraid, because I think about, Mercedes going after her gym, and I want to write my book. So as you call me out on this in this moment, what you so scared of, Brandee? Write your book.
Don't write that.
Write your
story.
book.
Yes, Brandee.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, because she went after it anyway when things, and I always keep saying, yeah, I know, but I got time to write. I got mama, I got this and that. Mercedes figured it out.
That's right.
I love that.
Yeah. Thank you. That was a good question.
I had to get my girl up here. I love
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah. That's right. It's Brandee Evans. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
again.
you so
good luck
much.
with everything.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's
and y'all make sure y'all get y'all some caregiver merch.
Absolutely.
I have a Caregiver Strong
What's
merch.
the website?
Shop.brandeeevans.com. And I have one that says, a shirt that says, I don't have the capacity, because it's okay to not have the capacity sometimes. And one that says Caregiver Strong, because it's a different type of strength when you're a caregiver.
All right. It's Brandee Evans. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hold up. Every day I wake up.
Wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?